Hey friends, we are going to work on a new skill set this time, and this is going to be something that you may remember from last year. We did some jump roping. Now, this time you each have your very own jump rope. You can either use your own or the one that I gave you. So, I gave you one that looked like this. This is called a speed rope. You may remember last year we did something that looked like this, which is a little heavier. Now, I gave you each your own speed rope because this year I want to try to get into some more tricks that we might try after this lesson. This one's going to be a basic jump lesson. Next one we'll do some tricks. And the speed rope is easier for tricks. Now, it's not as heavy, so it's a little more difficult for regular jumping, so it's going to take more practice. But on the bright side, when you make a mistake, this rope doesn't hurt quite as much as the other rope does with all the plastic pieces on it. So I hope you have fun, and I hope you enjoy some jump roping. All right, so first things first, what I want you to do is practice some just small jumps to get you ready and get you loose. Now, remember, when we're jumping, do you want to jump on the back of your feet and land on your heels like this? No. What you want to do is you want to land up towards the front of your foot, not on your toes, but right up here, and you want to land nice and soft. Think about those soft landings. So I want you to practice landing gently. That way you can jump rope for longer and longer time. So go ahead, give it a few seconds just to practice those soft jumps. I want you to measure your rope. Make sure it's the right size for you. Now, the nice thing is if they're a little bit too big, we'll adjust that. So you step on your rope, put 2 feet on, and you want to measure it wants to be somewhere just below or just around your armpit or shoulders. So this rope fits okay for me. Now, if I was down here and this rope was way up here by my head, what you want to do is you can push some of this up and then fold it over so you hold it in your hand, just like this. Now, remember, when we're gripping the jump rope, you want to make sure that the big part up here is held by your pinky. Then you wrap your thumb around. So then, adjust the rope so it's the right size. Step on the middle again, and check and make sure it goes up to about your armpit or shoulder. Then, you found the proper size to start jumping. Now, some of you may already know how to do some of these things, but remember, we're going to start slow. So first, make sure you have the proper grip, have the big part by your pinkies, thumbs around, start with that rope behind you. And first, we're just going to work on some turns. So I don't want you jumping yet. I just want you to go ahead, start with your hands down low, turn, see if you can stick that rope right into the bottom of your feet, right by your toes. And make sure you're wearing shoes when you do this. Step through again, turn, stick. I'll go this way. Rope behind you, turn, stick. I want you to get used to having that rope hit the ground right in front of where your feet are. So one more time here, turn, and stick. I'm going to set the timer and have you practice just that turn and stick it right in front of your feet. All right, friends, I want you to practice. I want you to have both handles in one hand, and then I want you to practice your turn on the side. This is important for a couple reasons. First, watch, then I'll explain. So you get ready, you turn. Nice, even turn. All right. Now, when you turn it like that, when I turned it, did I have my hand way up here? No. Did I have it way down here? No. I kept it right about my waist. So it's important to keep your turn right around your waist. And you want to make sure you're hitting that ground right even with your feet. I wasn't going super fast. I wasn't going super slow. Just a nice medium speed. So go ahead. I'm going to set the timer and have you try it out. All right, now there's one thing I learned from last year is that everyone kind of learns to jump rope a little bit differently. They all have jumps that they are most comfortable with. So in the beginning, what I want you to do is I'm going to give you 1 minute here to practice jump roping in any way that you have already learned. It might be skipping rope, single jump, double jump. Everyone has their own way. So for 1 minute, I don't want you to just practice any type of jump roping that you know. But what I am going to ask is you start behind you and only jump rope forward. And see how long you can go. If you make a mistake like I did, that's okay. Just step through and start on over. This is just 1 minute of practice. Have fun, and then we'll try something new next. All right, friends, great job so far. Now remember, this is just the beginnings of jump roping, so if you already know how to do all this stuff, that's awesome, you're a step ahead. But if not, I want you to keep trying and do your best. So for this next part, we're going to practice 2 different basic types of jump roping. First is going to be called the single jump. And single means how many? 1. So for the single jump, what you're going to do is you are going to try to jump over with only bouncing once. So first watch, and then I'll have you try. Not that one. Now you can see when I'm jumping, are my hands going way up by my head? No. Way down by my knees? No. They're still staying about at the waist. And I'm jumping 1 time each time the rope goes around. Now, I'm lucky for me because this is kind of the one that I naturally learned. So we're going to give you another minute to go ahead and try the single 1 jump. Remember, if you make a mistake, that's okay. If you need to take a break, pause the video, take a break. Try your best. All right, friends, great job on the single jump. Now we're going to try the double jump. Now, if the single jump is 1, what do we think the double jump means? 2. So this one's a little bit harder for me because it's not natural, so I'll show you how I kind of work through it. So for the double jump, you want to do kind of like a mini jump in the middle of your jump. So when that rope's going over, you have to try to jump once and then jump again. So this one's a little bit slower, but it should allow you to jump rope for longer. So you go over. You see how I was making like a little mini jump in the middle? That can help you for timing. So when the rope is up over your head, you're doing a mini jump, and then it comes down, and you go again. So I'll show you that one more time. This is the double jump. There we go. Now, did you see how that one was a little bit slower than the single jump? Hopefully that helps you go for longer. So I'll give you another minute to practice the double jump. Remember, if you make a mistake, that's okay. Keep trying your best. All right, friends, awesome job today. I hope you had fun. Now, before we leave, what we're going to do, since this was a little more intense lesson than most of ours, I want you to take your jump rope and go ahead and set it down. What we're going to do is a little mindful minute to cool down from all of that very intense cardiovascular exercise. So I want you to go ahead. You can either lay down, sit down, or stay standing. I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. I hope that helped calm you down from this. You may be sweating a little bit, you may be a little bit tired, that's okay. Go get a drink of water, relax. You did an amazing job. Next lesson, we are going to get into some different tricks. They may be more challenging. That's okay. If you ever are having trouble with any of these things, you can always come back to the single and double bounce. Most importantly, I just want to get you moving, trying these different things, and getting used to jump roping, because it can really be fun the better you get and the longer you try it. So thank you again for your work this week, and I'll see you next time.